this episode, we want to look at a pyramid with a square base, as you can see on the board, where we are going to look at the vertical height of the pyramid, the volume of the pyramid, and the total surface area of the pyramid. Now, let us begin with the vertical height of the pyramid. Now, when we go into the pyramid, the vertical height is not given to us, so we have to trace it ourselves. And how can we do that? We step at the top here, we trace a vertical line, all right, to the base, which will give us the center, all right. And in the question, we have E there, so we put our E. Now, for we to get OE, first of all, you trace your diagonal, as we can see on the board, nicely, all right. And the angle at E will be 90 degrees. So first of all, let us find the length of the diagonal. So we take it from triangle, that is ABC. So we can draw it nicely, as you can see here, all right, so that you can have the view of it. So we have B here, we have A here, and we have C here. Now, AB is 13 centimeters, and BC also will be 30 centimeters, because the base is what? A square base. Now, let us see how we can get the length of the diagonal. So we are going to apply Pythagoras theorem here. The square of the hypotenuse should be equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides, as you can see on the board. So we break this down mathematically. 13 square will give us 169, all right. So our AC squared will give us 338. We are looking for AC, as you can see. So we find square root of 338, which will give us 18.38 centimeters. All right. That will give us the length of the diagonal, as we can see here. Now, for we to get OE, we can consider triangle OEA, all right, or OEC. So I'm going to use triangle OEA. So I have to find AE, and our AE is equal to what? That is EC. So how can I get AE? So it's simple. Our AE nicely is going to be half multiplying our length of the diagonal, which will be 18.38, all right? And we are going to have 9.19 centimeters. So that will give us from here to here, all right? Now, let me consider triangle OEA so that I can get my height. So I'll write from triangle OEA, nicely, I draw it as you can see here, all right? I have my A here, E here, and O here. OA is 12 centimeters, all right, because all the slope edges are equal, and AE will be 9.19 centimeters. So I'm going to use Pythagoras theorem again to find my OE. Let's see how we can do it. So square of the hypotenuse should be equal to the sum of the square of the other two sides, as you can see on the board, all right? So when we square 12, we have 144, all right? I hope you are getting it. Then again, we square 9.19, and when we square it, we are going to have 84.456 nicely, all right, plus OE squared. Now we can say that OE squared will be equal to 144 minus 84.456, all right. So OE squared, now when we subtract this, we are going to have 59.544, all right, as we can see here. So nicely, we take the square off by finding square root of both sides, 59.544, all right. So OE, when we find square root of this, you are going to have 7.716 centimeters. Therefore, the height to one decimal place, our OE is going to be 7.7 centimeters. So this is how we can get the height of the pyramid. Now let's see how we can get the volume, all right? The volume of the pyramid, nicely. The volume of the pyramid, which is given as 1/3 multiplying the base area times the height of the pyramid. So this is simple here. We have our 1/3 here. The base area represents the area of the base, which is the area of the square. And that's going to give us 13 by what? 13, all right? Times the height, which is 7.716. So again, we break it down, 169 times 7.716, nicely. So we fix this into our calculator and it will give us 4.668 centimeter cube. And to one decimal place, we are going to have 4.7 centimeter cube. So this is how we can find the volume of the pyramid. For the total surface area of the pyramid, we are going to use this formula, all right? So we say total surface area is going to be area of the triangular, all right, triangular faces plus, that is, area of the square base. Now let us have a view of the net of the pyramid. Now the net of the pyramid is in this form, all right, as you can see on the board, all right. So this is the net of the pyramid. It has 4 faces. It has 4 faces. The faces are 4, all right. Now, since the base is a square base, all the faces are the same. So we have phase 2, phase 3, phase 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, we are going to find the area of one of the face, and after that, we multiply it by 4, and that will give us the area of the faces. So first of all, let us take one of the face. Let's say ODC. So we find area of face ODC, and area of a triangle is going to be half times base, all right, times height. Now let us get, that is the face here, so that we can find the height nicely. So this is D here, C here, O here. That is, O to D is 12 centimeters. O to C is also 12 centimeters. DC is 13 centimeters, all right? But when we take the height, nicely, it divides the baseline into 2, because this triangle, this length and this length are equal. So this will be 6.5, here too will be 6.5. I can put an alphabet here, let's say A. So I can now find the height of the face now. So I'm going to use Python here, which will be 12 squared will be equal to 6.5 squared plus ON squared. Nicely. So 144 equal to 42.25 when we square this, plus that is ON squared, all right? So my ON squared will be 144 minus 42.25, as we can see here. So nicely, we are going to subtract, and when we subtract, we'll have 101.75, okay? So we take the square off by finding square root of both sides, which will be 101.75, and this is going to give us 10.087 centimeters. So now that we know the height, we can now find the area, all right? So the area of the face, okay, will be equal to 1 over 2. The base will be 13, and the height is what we saw here to be 10.087. And when we multiply this, we are going to get that is 65.5655 centimeter squared. So now that we know the area of one of the face, what do? We can find the area of the faces. So area of the triangular faces, all right, will be equal to, since the faces are 4, we say 4 multiplying one of the face, which is 65.5655. And when we multiply this, we are going to have 262.262 centimeter squared. Now, we also find the area of the base, all right? The area of the base, which is going to be 13 times what? 13. And that will give us 169 centimeter squared. So we can now find the total surface area. This is so nice. So the total surface area, all right, is going to be the area of all the 4 faces, which is 262.262, plus the area of the base, 169, all right? And when we add this, we are going to have 431.262 centimeter squared. And to 1 decimal place, we are going to have 431.3 centimeter squared. So this is how we can get the total surface area of a pyramid with a square base. In our previous episode, we looked at a pyramid with a rectangular base. You can watch it and leave your comment down. Thank you.